You're bored! You're bored and you know it. You wouldn't be here if there wasn't something missing. Would you just stay with me?
Stay with you? What for? Look at us. We're already fighting.
Well, that's what we do. We fight. So it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be really hard. And we're gonna have to work at this every day, but I wanna do that because I want you. I want all of you, forever, you and me, every day.
Play-by-play. Today we're gonna be playing some Baron Sam D, one of my favorite characters in the game, and well, it's been requested quite a bit actually lately to play some Baron. And mages, magical characters in general, including guardians, are just really strong right now based on the nerfs to, like, you know, some of the warrior items and the fact that some of the magical items are just in a really good spot. I think one of the coziest starts in the game is Vamp Shroud into Celestial Legion Helm, even with the nerf to Celestial. It's really hard to lose a lane as a magical character with those two items, honestly. It's pretty simple and straightforward. Lots of sustain, lots of damage, and a lot of tankiness from, you know, just the health and sustain and defense that you get from both items. So I'm going to be trying to tell you guys how to play Baron Samedi in the Soul Lane right now, and magical characters in general, because like I said, they're pretty strong. But I also want to talk about some other things in this video. You know, a lot has been on my mind lately. I've been enjoying Smite quite a bit. I've been having a lot of fun with it. But with that being said, a lot of people letting Baron talk here.
And some new tunes we think you're really gonna enjoy.
Thank you, Baron, for introducing us real quick. Sorry, I had to let him finish that. Anyway, yeah, with that being said about having a lot of fun with Smite and personally enjoying the game, I think I'm in the minority there because a lot of people have been complaining and talking about how the game feels stale. And, you know, the player base numbers have been going down steadily lately. Now, I think a lot of that has to do with, one, the server issues that have been occurred at the beginning of the season and maybe still occurring for a lot of people. Let's see here. I am going to go Beads just because they have an Ares and I'll need it eventually anyway. You could probably go TP Beads here, but I'm just going to go Beads and then maybe go Sprint second because they have a Gilgamesh and Ares. Sprint should be really good for that. So anyway, I think it has a lot to do with the server issues for one, and two, I think there's been a lot of good games released lately, like Elden Ring, most notably. You know, a lot of people are just going to be playing Elden Ring instead of playing stuff like Smite. So I think, you know, the fact that other people are playing other games, and then also, you know, some server issues, that has a lot to do with it. But as far as like gameplay goes as well, something I've started to realize, even though it's pretty obvious all along, is I actually made a Twitter thread the other day talking about this. I'm going to put a link in the description if you want to check that out and see what I had to write about it. But I'm going to talk about it as well, is that over the past 2 seasons, the most important changes in the game and the most like notable changes that have come into the game are completely late game focused changes, right? So last year it was starter item upgrades, and now this year it's going to be all the relic changes, and you know, you have to purchase 800 gold for each relic to get that. That's completely late game focused. In Smite, it's really not that viable to put your items behind unless you're playing like support role. This is stuff I talked about in the Twitter thread. But what I've also noticed is that Smite's kind of this most snowbally it's ever been. If you don't know what snowballing means, I mean, I know most of you probably do, but it basically just means that you kind of get a lead and you can kind of expand on that lead really easily, and then you can end the game in like no time. So most of my games, I wonder if I can get like a screenshot of like my match history and ranked or something, but no matter how close the game is for the first 10 minutes, I mean, even if one team's a little bit behind, sometimes they can come back at 20 minutes, and then the game is instantly over at 20 minutes. Basically, every single fight, 20 minutes, you run down a Phoenix, you run down the Titan. The Titan's really easy to kill. Basically, every game just ends at 20 minutes is what I'm trying to say. You never really get to that point in the game where you can upgrade your relics, upgrade your starter item, and get everything done and finished. Oh no, we get a little gank here.
Okay. That's too bad. Enemies in the right jungle.
We'll hit him with the question mark. I don't know. The reason I'm question marking him is because I just played another game where the enemy team F6 at 10, and both junglers came over and ganked ganked Soul Lane at level 2. And then they came back and ganked at level 4, and I'm just thinking, to be fair, junglers don't really have a whole lot to do early on in the game, but I don't know why you're ganking Wukong. He's about to hit level 3, you're just going to bird away and you're an M, you know? You're never going to kill him. I need to be a little bit careful here, him Tiger and me. Tiger me. Oh, he didn't. No problem. So yeah, it's realistically speaking, there's just not a lot of games where you're even getting to purchase your starter item and your relics, and it's like... And the thing is, like I just mentioned, my last game got the enemy team F6 at 10 minutes. Most games are getting F6 even earlier, so you're really not getting to experience those things. So it's just like, I don't know. It's just so rare to actually get those in your games, and if every game is like ending early, then I feel like we should make more early game focused changes. Like, for example, you can't invade anymore, which is like, I know that's maybe not the greatest thing for the game and the most healthy thing for the game, but at least that gave you something to do in the early game that changed from game to game. Like every game was different based on like how you wanted to start and how like things worked out. You know, since every game starts the same now because you can't invade, and every game basically ends the same at 20 minutes, and you're not even getting to purchase your items and everything. It's just, it has made the game quite stale, I think. So yeah, the reason I'm bringing this up is because I kind of want to hear your guys' opinions as well, what you think about this. And this especially applies to content as well. Like I thought of like so many different builds I wanted to try out, and like that could like be really fun, especially like cooldown focused builds or like healing focused builds. But a lot of times they rely on me upgrading my relics or on me like getting my starter item upgrade, and I just don't get that in basically every single one of my games. I mean, some games I'll get my starter item upgrade, but relic upgrades not really happening. Besides maybe like teleport, because it helps you in like throughout the whole like early mid game. So yeah, what do you guys think? Why do you think Smite feels stale right now? And let me know if you agree with what I have to say about the changes in the game. I think that they need to do some stuff to make it less snowballing and make it a little bit harder to like end the game. And I mean, the Titan is so pitiful sometimes. I have been of the mindset that like you're there to defend your Phoenixes and defend your Titan. It's not there to defend you. Like, it shouldn't be like this Elden Ring boss that's like super difficult to kill. But I do think it needs a little bit of love. Maybe even the Phoenixes. I don't necessarily think the towers need that much love. I am definitely of the opinion that you're there to defend your towers. I don't think they should be that tanky, because then it just kind of promotes people sitting under their tower and not. I mean, we've already done that a lot with like how they made it. They made it so you don't lose as much gold when minions go under tower. You know, back in the day, you lost 100% of the gold if they got under tower. But so that's kind of helped people, you know, turtle and sit under their tower. I don't think we should really help them that much for that playstyle. I think that would be bad for the game. But I do think that it needs some love in that regard. And it's funny because they sped up the game and they sped up like gold spooling, and there's a lot more farm on the map, but because there's so much farm on the map, it gets to a point where people have like 4 damage items and they just one-shot everybody in one-shot buffs. It says enemies incoming left. They might go for my blue. I'm kind of not focused right now. I probably should have backed before this blue buff came up so I could have my Celestial, but no big deal. Yeah, enemy spotted. There's a Baron there. No problem. I don't really need to get my blue with my Celestial because it gives me so much mana, and so does Vamp Shroud. We'll just go ahead and back here, get this. So yeah, we'll go ahead and talk about the gameplay, give you guys a rundown of how we're going to play this game and everything. I actually have a pretty good matchup into a lot of them. Gilgamesh, if he ever jumps in, he has no CC immunity, so I can pull him in and root him. Ares is very susceptible to Baron because he can't get out of the roots, and I can just pull him in. So yeah, some pretty decent matchups here, especially once I get sprint. So this is going to be the build. I'll show you guys. I actually made it in the God Builder tab or whatever before the game, just to show you guys. This is basically what I go on most Guardians right now. I don't go Divine usually. Maybe I go more tank if I'm playing like a Guardian, but if I'm playing a Mage, I do like to go Divine. And it's just so strong. Nice, we hit him with that. Wukong actually has a pretty good matchup to me because he can always just bird away from me, and he can root immune my 3 with his abilities. Go ahead and clear that. The build is just so strong. One thing you can switch up if you're against like a double magical, maybe a magical jungler, a magical ADC, is you don't want to just only have Voidstone for magical defense. You're going to get one shot. But since they only have a Mori Ares, I'm going to get away with just going to Voidstone here. Go ahead and full clear the way. Wukong back. I want to try and get a timer on my blue real quick just so I know when it's coming back up. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just rotate mid here. I'm going to go ahead and rotate. This might be good for us. My wave's in left pushing under his tower. Wukong's covering that, so... Do they have a ward here or something? They have a ward here, I guess. Or maybe they're just playing back anyway. One thing you got to be careful about on immobile mages especially is rotating out of your lane and like getting gunned down. It's really hard for you to like proxy or just kind of rotate aggressively. Not going to hit that. I don't know if that's coming up just yet, but we should be able to defend it. On my way. Yeah, it's about to be up. He does want to go for it. He's only got Soid right now, so he's pretty squish. Go ahead and with that and pull him in right away. Nice, that was his ult. We almost got his ult, or almost got him stunned before the ult. I might be able to save. Why is he going that way? Oh, that guy made a mistake. This should just be a kill. We traded, which is actually pretty good for me. Getting ahead on a mage like this is pretty insane. I am perfectly fine here. In fact, I can go on this guy. Make sure you get your arrows in between your abilities. There's an Ares here now.
If they move,
They are not. No problem.
what's up next?
Don't have to be afraid, especially when people jump on you. If they miss their abilities on Baron, you can kind of gun them down, especially if this bear doesn't, or this Gilgamesh doesn't have beads. He does have beads, he just didn't use them, or maybe they're down.
Careful.
I can farm up to my breastplate now. Once you get that breastplate online, you have, you know, 40% CDR if you have your blue upgraded, which a lot of times you will, because the Scorpion should be dead. Junglers can kill that pretty easily. And then you just have so much physical defense. It's so hard to be ever get ganked by, oh, that's unfortunate, ever get ganked by a physical jungler plus a physical soul laner. The only time it's going to be a little bit sketchy is if they have a damage split, say they have a magical solo or a magical jungle plus, you know, Fizz in the other role. But, you know, you kind of just switch up the build based on that. If you're against a magical in lane, just go Voidstone first and then Celestial. You actually do a lot of damage with that. So Wukong's kind of just walking in front of my face. Might be able to kill here. Maybe hit my root. Nice. Don't need to use an ability. Nem just kills him.
Have great time.
Wukong is usually pretty hard to gank, but I think his ult was still down from before. He used it pretty recently. They're getting gone on mid. Teammate getting kicked under tower. Go ahead and grab some wards here. We get some wards out. What I was saying before is that you just can't really proxy on magical characters. That's one downside they have versus like warriors or even guardians. So what you kind of want to do on these characters, especially if you have a good matchup in lane, is just sort of bully the lane, farm up, get your items online. Like once I get Voidstone and Divine, I will just be such a strong battle mage in this game. I can just walk around, spam my abilities with my CDR, and do a lot of damage while also being super tanky and hard to deal with. So that's kind of what you want to do on characters like this. And you know, characters like this also, especially Baron, maybe a little bit of Chang'e, other like healer soul laners or magical soul laners, maybe like Iset. Not Zhong. Zhong is the exception. But these characters, you kind of just want to sit in the middle of the fight, kind of peel for your backline, not really dive too hard unless you can go blink, you know. But most games you're not going to be going blink and diving. You know, you're not a strong initiator. Basically, you want them to start the fight, and then you just sit there and, you know, poke at them, annoy them, and maybe, you know, especially on Baron, get some CC for your teammates to kill them. And you also peel pretty hard with your heals. So, but if you do go like this bruiser build that I'm going to show you guys, you will do a lot of damage. So don't be afraid to all in some people and just one shot them. I need to be, okay, Gilgamesh is on their blue. That means Wukong's on blue as well, probably. So they're not in that mid fight. I'm going to try and push this wave and then rotate to this mid fight. There's one minion left in that wave, but just going to hover here. Nice, we can do Pyro. That's a good call. Go ahead and get this bad boy. No flower because the obelisk isn't even up yet. We need to be a little bit careful. Wukong coming in here. Try and secure this. Nice. I don't have to be afraid. Like I said, I have this breastplate. I'm super strong at this point in the game. Second relic wise, like I said, I'm going to go sprint. They just have a ton of slows and sprint really hard counters them. So we'll go ahead and go that. Messing up the wave clear just a little bit. I still have the challenge. It's still out there, guys. If you have ever killed somebody with Baron 1, here, I'll show you in a second what I mean. Let me see if I can ult him here when he tries to 3-way. Oh, I was trying to, no, that's no problem. Obviously, he's going to 3-away there, so if he tries to 3 through me, I was going to try and hit him with the ult instantly and stun him, you know? And then that would have been a kill. So, oh, I just realized it's Mamba. It's my boy Mamba. What's up, Mamba? Mamba's a friend of the stream. Cool dude. So anyway, go ahead and get this flower because the obelisk is now up, so this is pretty important to get. You actually always want to get these flowers unless your dual lane's getting farmed and they're just invading your obelisk, because if you're getting the flowers, you're just basically giving the enemy team the flowers if they're just going to sit there and steal them every time, you know? So that's something to think about. Get that. Pretty close to the Voidstone now. You can maybe hold out for it. Oh, so yeah, let me show you guys this challenge that I was talking about. The challenge is still out there. I don't know what I was going to reward people with. I don't know, $100 PayPal, okay? If you send me a clip of you killing somebody with Baron 1, 2 people with Baron 1, one person over here and one person over there, by doing something like that, by like basically hitting them both on the edges of the one, $100 PayPal, okay? I've yet to see it be done. I've yet to see it. And it can't be accidental, okay? And I'll know if it's accidental, trust me. It's gotta be, you gotta be intentionally doing it. I'll just get this totem and then back. I probably should just back because it's gonna take me a little bit to do. But we're good. I'm autoing it for 69, baby. Nice. Baron's auto attack cancel is actually really underrated. I think if you haven't played Baron a lot, and you struggle playing him, I think maybe part of the reason is that you don't weave in your autos between your abilities. Especially if you root somebody, it just gives you some free autos between your abilities. So like, boom, auto 2, auto 1. It just increases your damage a little bit, you know. If you hit 3 autos on him, it's like 150 damage minimum that's added to your combo. And that can be the difference between a kill or not. Go ahead and run left here, get this wave. Wukong's staying pretty even, which is good since he's died twice. I'll be a little bit ahead, but I don't know. Ahead on a mage like this, it's just really hard for them to deal with. I am up 800 gold as well. We'll push this wave in a tower and maybe rotate over to this Gold Fury. It's at that point in the game where Gold Fury will be done. So yeah, most games, like I said, they're just ending so early, and a lot of games they're just F6ing as well. Like, so even if games are ending at 20 minutes, even more so games are ending at like 15 minutes because teams will just F6. Like after I win this mid fight real quick. That was both his actives. I can pull him in here maybe. Oh, he transformed. That's unfortunate.
That's not very cute.
Did he beads transform? I think he did. That's my ult down, but I have a lot of CDR, so no problem. Can we just go gold here? It would be nice to have my ult up for gold, but I'm still really threatening with my roots and stuff just because they have some bad matchups. We can play corners. Hit my Jingtim with that. I'll root this Ares if I hit him. I still have sprint up here. I have Void Stone. You hit the Mori with that. Get some more poke. We should just win this fight. This should be really good for us. I'm just going to go on this guy after him to beads and then root him so we can kill. Get a big 2 there. We were not able to kill. I'm really tanky here though, so should go in here. Am I 2 off? Nice, I did. Should be winning this. I'm just gonna go ahead and kill this Ares. My ult's coming back up, so we might be able to keep going. Avoid getting hit by that Gold Fury. Nice, good stuff. See, I'm just playing with my team here. You know, I'm not really trying to dive. I'm not like running past the enemies. Just sticking with my team, healing, and using my CC when possible. If I had my ult up for that fight, it would have been even easier. But since we used it in mid, got the Mori's beads, we're able to. Gonna be a little bit careful on this. I don't think Gilga is around, but he definitely could still be. Let's try and burst it. Nice. We have some pretty good secure with Baron Tiamat. So next up is going to be Divine. I can actually switch that out with something else, a different pen item, just because they don't have a ton of healing that I need to worry about really. I mean, it's basically just Soul Eater Wukong. He doesn't have Cat Shield, so I could still go to the Divine. And you know, their ADC is always going to have lifesteal for the most part, so Divine is always, you know, fine. Divine's always fine. Remember that. That's what Mama always used to say before I went to sleep. She'd put me to bed. She said, "Don't worry, honey. Divine's always fine." We can maybe kill this guy. If I can hit him with my 2... No, we're not able to. He's pretty fast. He's trying to juke me so hard. What's he doing? See ya. Nice, we were able to hit the wave plus him with that. He probably thought I was just chasing on my own. He was like, alright, let's turn on this guy. We could probably kill, but no. We had Nem around.
Enemy spotted.
Wukong's on his blue. I think I heard Mori on it as well. I heard somebody. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's going on here? I'm perfectly fine here. We shall be fine. I think we want to go on Ares. He's just a lot easier to lock down, but we need to peel for this Nem. Nice. We hit our 2. That's most important. What the heck was that? Is that Jington jump? Go ahead and do these backs camps. I missed, unfortunate. Hit our 2 though. Nice, all that Ares poke was for nothing. I don't have beads here, so I need to be a little bit careful, but we should be good because our ult's coming back up in 5. In fact, we may be able to go back in. I think Gilgamesh is probably going to come back. So maybe a little bit sketchy. Don't see Wukong. We'll just back up. We can get our item anyway here, so that'd be way too greedy. Guiba isn't right, so I maybe could have gone in, but we didn't really have that knowledge until now. Kind of messed up my clear there. So we'll go in and back. Our options are obviously either Spear of Deso or Spear of the Magoose. Both are very good, but I'm going to go Spear of Death, so I think this item is just way too strong. Just getting your abilities back so fast in team fights, especially when you already have a lot of CDR. Like, look at my cooldowns. 6.3, 7.7, 9.8, and of course my ult, you know, pretty standard cooldown, but like, if removing 2 seconds from these cooldowns in a fight can literally just win you the fight, so... Especially when you have full CDR, Deso gets a lot of value. Obviously, because then the flat number becomes a higher percentage of the cooldown, so it's just more valuable. This is where you feel absolutely unstoppable at these 4 items. You can say that for a lot of characters right now. But like, I have a ton of magical or a physical defense. I have plenty of like magical defense that I need in this game, especially with just Amori. I'll just go ahead and sentry there. You know, I have the CDR. I have a little bit extra health from Voidstone. Like, I'm feeling pretty good. And Vamp Shroud, don't forget. Health from Vamp Shroud. And then, since I don't have a ton of health in the build, the Ethereal kind of rounds out the build and gives me all the health I really need, plus the damage. I'm actually going to rotate mid here. Our actives are up, and Ares is playing up, so we might be able to fight. Just go ahead and root that guy. See if I can get his jump. Nice. That should kill. Oh, no, it didn't. I'll go ahead and pull here, though. Just kind of peel for my teammates here. Suck into Gilgamesh. Wasn't able to hit. Got the 2 on them. That helps. Just peel back here. Unfortunate that they, the Gilgamesh, or that Mori lived, but that's some good damage on him in the tower. We could probably kill this Ares. Oh, unfortunate. Just getting out of range with his movement speed from his chains. We're still fine, though. Boost again. Hit that, though. No problem. To actually go right and get a kill on CERN. Did not hit him. We don't have to be afraid here. Oh, maybe Jington has to be afraid. Okay. I have my ult coming back up soon. I am totally fine. I'm gonna try and avoid getting hit by the heal Tiamat. I can sprint him if I need to. I'm gonna go ahead and sprint him because he jumped in. Wukong ult down, I'm fine. Surely we clean up here. This guy has no beads. There it is. Let's jump away. So anyway, that was a long fight. I was just basically spamming my cooldowns. Like I said, I'm very strong at this point, being a battle mage and all. Surprised we weren't able to kill the Mori. I tried to whip around my ult so that I could, you can actually do this, by the way. See? I got my heal off of that. Little tip and trick there. But yeah, I tried to whip around my ult so that the Wukong wouldn't tank it for the Mori again, because I would have killed her and would have sucked her in. Nice and good. But obviously that didn't work out because Wukong got to hit it. We're actually able to hit level 20, a rarity after what I said in this video. And that Twitter thread, this is actually going to be a pretty good game for me to reach my full potential with my items and everything. Hopefully we'll be able to get a upgraded sprint as well here soon. I'm going to go ahead and get my Vamp Shroud upgrade. And I need 800 extra gold to upgrade my sprint, so we need 300 gold here. So if I do this wave, plus this back camp here, I should be able to have it. Sharing with Nem might ruin it, so I might have to go do Sharpie. Got a little bit of her back camp as well. This is really greedy for me to kind of stay and do this Sharpie, especially when gold is up. And a wave, just because I don't have enough for it yet, but hey, we're greeding. Okay, Wukong's here. That's good. So I at least won't be out-rotated here. I think I'm going to be going the sprint route this time around. Set up my abilities. Entangling Wings, as it's called. People call it the Sprout. So the sprint route's really good here because it'll just set up my abilities. You know, my 1 and my 2, which are definitely something you want to use off CC most of the time. Tell my team I'm coming here, do these back camps on the way, just because I one-shot them basically. CERN isn't right, so we don't have to worry about fire too much, but I'm coming, Ares. I'm on my way to Ares Tiamat. Where are they? Are they on fire or pyre or something?
Attack the gold Enemy spotted. Enemies at the fighter giant.
I unfortunately was not able to get it. Are they on real fire now? No, they're not. They're just on their back camps. We should just fight them. They are not grouped up here. I'm not going to use my root into a CC immunity, so I kind of just guaranteed my 2 because he's walking. He's really slow in his ult. I'm going this Gilgamesh here.
On my way.
Oh, the 2. That is so unfortunate. I just missed all my abilities. I'm not going to sprint or anything. I don't want to waste my abilities on that. Or my relics. Oh, that was actually so close. But the Gilgamesh 2 actually got him out of my 1 and stuff. Oh, that's fine. Probably kill this guy. He's trying to suck it in, but I'm trying to avoid that. This guy should just be dead. I'm gonna go ahead and sprint route. So I can go on these guys and guarantee the more you kill. Damn, I didn't hit that. We'll just get this mid tower. I don't have to be afraid because they're all dead. So there's only 2 people that can go on me. Gilgamesh has no ult because you just used it at that red buff as we were doing gold. Keep this Baron's Brew going. Do the Scorpion real quick because Pyro's not up, so we don't really have much to get. I can't believe Tiamat died to the Gold Fury though. That was definitely unfortunate. He's trying to ult here. We can go for it, especially if she interrupts his 3. Maybe just force his ult here. That's pretty good. I have ult in 8, so if there's a long fight, maybe I can get another one up, but... You can also... Oh, they have a Wukong decoy as well. I just realized I can literally hit my 2 off Morgan decoy. I can hit it off Wukong decoy. This guy's no 3. Why is there a Cern here? We are in that point in the game where we're probably going to be doing fire, so it's good for Cern to be here, actually. Could back for tier 2 ethereal, but let's just stay around, stay strong. I'm going to keep trying to poke people from a distance as we pull fire. Try and get this guy to get up. Jump. That's his jump. This should just be good. I'm going to try and pull in Gilga here. Pulling as much as I can. That was their beads. Nice. Just go on Ares here. Like I said, you want to bully the people that get abused by you. I'm going to go in and beads. Get away. My team's kind of getting owned here. See if I can hit that for her. Oh, I missed that. Keep running. Well, that obviously was not good for us. But I can still stick around. I'm still pretty strong. Maybe just kill Ares here. Yep, see you later. That's another Spear of Deso proc for me. So my abilities are coming back up. See if I can get my 2 for him. Get a little bit of heal. I have ult in 8. Trying to avoid that. I can maybe kill Wukong now. Just gonna use my 3 to guarantee my stuff. No, I was about to say his 3 is definitely back up. He has so much CDR. It's okay. It's fine to go for. Now I want to greed for my ethereal because I'm so close. So this is exactly what I'm talking about, guys. Like, these magical characters with these items, they're just absolute menaces in the fight. To be fair, if I was like a warrior and I dove there, maybe could have killed everybody. So they do have their downsides, but you know, I wouldn't say that fight was completely on me, even though I did miss a little bit. So we'll go ahead and push this mid wave and back for our ethereal because it's 2,500 gold for that bad boy. 26 actually. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. And now we're even stronger. We got our sprint back up. We want to group up around this fire again. We baited that kind of well. I mean, Gilgamesh jumped on top and we kind of instantly killed him. I got a lot of value out of my ult, got 2 beads, but nobody got actually hit by the stun, so that is a little unfortunate. I do want to grab this blue just because it will put me in max CDR because I only have 30% with Breastplate and Spear of Deso. Push this left wave. Most importantly, when you're fighting around fire, you want to have these waves pushed just so they don't have vision. You know, because if they have a wave under our tower, they can literally walk in and flank right here without us seeing them. Whereas if the minions are in the middle of the lane, they'll walk past the minions and then they'll get shown. So I didn't get a sentry out of it just because I had literally no gold. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but I can actually push up here because my team is around. So I can actually bait a fight, and it'd be really good for me to bait a fight in this scenario. That's one way to initiate a fight as a mage, is kind of bait them going on you. And that could be the good start. Nice ethereal proc there. Now we're at 2831 health. That's really good. Root Ares again here and poke him. No ethereal proc. I was still on cooldown. Cool, Mori invis down. See if I hit her with that. I did indeed. I rooted Ares as well. I'm fine. We should play up here. I'm gonna ult that stun and I can just pull her in. Got her. Nice. That was a really good start to our fight. Mori should not be playing up like that. some heals and more poke on Wukong. That's his ult. Okay. That is a really good start. We can just pull fire now, and if they come in, they should be in a bad spot. I can root this Ares, actually. We can just go on him. I'm going to sprint after the ult so we can kill. Goodbye, Ares. Does not look fun to play against Baron with sprint root as Ares. We're about to be at 30 minutes. This is a rare occurrence for Smite right now, guys. We'll just do fire and then we can push. We maybe could end in that scenario, but since we're not like really not that organized, you know, we're not in comms and stuff like that, it's just a little bit hard to corral the team to do that. But maybe in like SPL, this is the same scenario we might end. Gilgis isn't right, so we're good. I'll just split push. Don't really need to worry about somebody stealing. Maybe Wukong's trying to steal, but my team should be able to deal with it. They are able to get it. We should go straight mid because Cern's gonna be dead for 30. We have a lot of time to get a Phoenix here in a 5v4 situation. Although we need Neath to come. I am taking a little bit of damage from this, but I can just 2-1 the wave and I'll heal a lot with my Vamp Shroud. There it is. I should be able to get another 2 off in the fight. This guy has no beads. Chink didn't ult him. Oh, he has no ult. Just gonna ult here to avoid the Baron kick. I'm gonna pull him in now. That's his beads Aegis. It's fine. I'll have to beads that. I'll heal my team here. This guy uses jumps. Oh, wait, what? How does he still have another? I'm gonna try and peel for my Tiamat. Get a heal on him. Oh, I wasn't able to save him. What is going on? I should be good. Should be able to just walk away. Get our heal on both of us. Nice. Ult's coming back up in 30. I'm surprised I went so horribly wrong. I guess they just got a really good initiation from Gilga. And our teammates were not ready for it. Cern died again, though. My ult's coming up in 15 and I have sprint up, so... Oh, ult's up in 2. That's so unfortunate. I'm gonna root Mori and try and walk away. I'm probably gonna eventually die here. Just gonna suck him in. They just have so much chase down potential right now. I'm just gonna keep running. Maybe hit Mori with that. No, I was not able to. I'm surprised that fight went so bad on the Phoenix though. That we literally have a 5 before. Just because they have a really good dive, I guess. Wonder if my teammates were sitting on a lot of gold or something. Could be a good cause. We'll be able to defend that. They have no Wukong ult. That's fine. They'll get it. So we'll go ahead and upgrade our breastplate as well. We're getting glyphs upgraded. That's another thing that's late game focus that you can't really do. But we are in this game. Wow. They do have a Gilga plus Cern, so I could go this one, but I'm just gonna, I think this one maybe the better combo for me. Go temporal beat since we already have a lot of CDR. Our cooldowns are pretty low. That's no problem though. That just makes this game a little bit more even. We're gonna go a little bit later. Not a hog, I don't want that. I want a sentry and a 500 pot when I spawn. We can just group and try and play for next fire now. It will be enhanced, so maybe a little bit easier to siege. I say it's really easy to siege, and then we have a bad siege this game. The opposite of what I was talking about is happening in this game, but I'm all here for it. I'm here for it completely. Got the glyph upgraded. You see that Mori did actually do a lot of damage to me, but like realistically speaking, that's not going to happen in any team fights. That was just because they were chasing me out, and she was, you know, sitting there focusing me. She's not going to be doing that in any other fight. If she goes on me in any fight, and I just sit there and ult it, we should just win the fight. Another reason I think that maybe we're struggling is just because they basically have 4 tanks, because Morgan's turning into a tank. There's a Gilgamesh jungle who's full tank, Ares full tank, Wukong full tank. And especially in casuals and just like most levels of play, it's really hard to deal with tanks running at you just because there's a lot more room for error on tanky characters, right? Because if you make a mistake, you're a little bit tankier, you don't always get punished for it. When you play against good players, that's not necessarily true, but definitely in unorganized games, you know. Let's just group up. Group up here. Fire's not up for a little bit, but gold's not even up and not really much for us to do. I want to get some ethereal procs here if I can. This should be good. Got a big root. I'll just go ahead and beads that. I did get my cooldowns back, so we can maybe go back in. Multi-root, multi-root. Mori went on me. Oh, that's unfortunate. She procced that. Surprised this fight isn't just going absolutely flawlessly for us. It should be a kill though. Another heal for the boys. Got some Spear of Deso procs. So our ult's coming back up pretty soon. Gilgamesh did just jump. Ooh, Cern dash. Oh, hello Ares. Thank you for the heal. We can probably just kill this guy. Get my ults up. I'm just gonna ult him. Thank you. Come to daddy. I'm gonna play the quarter on the Cern here. He see me? He saw me. That was unfortunate. Nice. That's a big heal for me. Oh, I forgot to mention this game is the buff to Baron. I don't know if it's this patch or next patch, but it's a huge buff where you get extra movement speed in your ult. Already Shielded Regrowth is a really good item on Baron because when you ult, after you hit your 2 on somebody and get your heal, you get so much movement speed that it's actually really easy to chase people down with your ult and that extra movement speed. We were almost able to kill the Gilgamesh there, but look how much defense he has with Protector of the Jungle. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and ward there to see if the Cern comes in. Okay, it looks like he's not gonna make it here in time if we just sit here and burst it down. So we're just gonna focus on that. I see him on the ward the whole time, so I'm just not really that worried. Oh! Oh my god. That was actually so close. I'm just dead. Once I hit my heal, unfortunate. I did not expect them all to be there. That was actually so close. I wasn't even focused. I didn't see that they were on the map. Nice. That's a big kill. I need to get out, though. Oh, get him, Neath. Nice. Nem should be able to clean up here. Need to be a little bit careful of Mori and... Oh, that's the Mori. No, why did she go back in? I was not focused at all there. I didn't realize the entire team was about to be there because I was so focused on the freaking Fire Giant that should have been stolen. It was so close to being stolen. He can maybe get a mid Phoenix. He has an enhanced fire right now. And they're all dead for a while. Ares is pushing left. He might be able to. He does a lot of damage to those Phoenixes. Unfortunately, we're not going to all have enhanced fire, but we have it on 2 people at least. So we could also probably go Gold Fury here, get Oni waves, and that could be really good for pushing. This is one of those games where I guess neither of us are establishing a big enough lead or killing everybody in a fight to really win the game. Although, like I said before, I think we maybe could have ended that one time. I could have got a 3k pot there, and I probably should have, actually. I don't know why I bought a 500 pot. Look at that. He is one-shotting the Phoenix. He can just retreat now.
What's up next? Your team is
He gets that, and he just runs away. We should be good. Actually, really good for me to pick up green here. Gives me 200 extra health, which is actually pretty substantial right now.
on my way. On my way. Group up. Attack. Fire giant. Attack.
Now we can just do Oni Fury here and we get fire Oni waves, the phony waves in mid. And those are very difficult to deal with for them. Our Neath is coming. We want to be grouped for this, so... I don't know if we really should have pulled until she got here.
Attack. Right lane.
Let's go right now.
Your left tower is under attack.
I also got one shot by the Mori there. She's got the poly. She's got full damage. Poly procs with pen. So realistically, I could get another magical defense item and place a Celestial. And that's probably what I will do, especially if we are able to back one more time. But hopefully we can win the game here.
Wait.
We just wait for these.
Wait.
And I probably could have done it just now. When I walked out of base and got a 500 pot.
Be careful. Retreat.
We're just waiting for our fire Oni wave in mid and our fire waves or our Oni waves in the other lanes. Just want some ethereal procs if I can get them.
Wait.
We'll just keep waiting. Play this clean. Nice. There's an ethereal proc. It was on the Cerns, not the most valuable. That gives my green buff more value as well. We should just go in here. Pull everybody in that I can. Oh, what the heck? That was weird. They actually have to worry about these fire Oni waves and everything right now. So if we can keep them here. Like, what is Gilgamesh? What a character. Look at their Titan. Their Titan's 1 HP. I don't know if they can end. It's gonna be hard for them to get that right Phoenix. Their Mori's not there. If CERN's there, they will be able to get it, but maybe we'll get a left Phoenix if Mori doesn't defend. We'll see what happens. We're just getting all in by these tanks, and somehow we're just not surviving very long. I'm always the last one alive in the fight. Like I said, maybe if I was playing a traditional character that can dive, it'd be okay, but they are gonna try and end here, and they probably just end. It's probably gonna be game. Yep, that is going to be game. GG. GG, well played. I was gonna sell my my Celestial for something like Bulwark, or maybe even a Talisman Energy. Maybe would have helped a little bit with the sieges. And we don't have a Shoguns already, so maybe Shoguns. But anyway, unfortunately we lost that game. Yeah, like I said, I think just in general it's hard for people to deal with a bunch of tanks running at you. They basically, for all intents and purposes, had 4 tanks running at us because Mori was just transforming into people. I did do 46k damage though. 46. Most games, when you have these 4 items, I literally don't have an item right here because I didn't buy it and I sold it at the end. But most games, when you have 4 items, like that fight is going to be when you win or lose the game, and that's when characters like Baron and Guardians with these items are super strong. So yeah. So most games you will just win it there. That was a pretty good game, and like I said, you know, let me know what you think about what I was talking about and what I said in the Twitter thread, which will be in the description. Give me your thoughts and opinions on Smite right now. I really do appreciate it, and let me know what you guys want to see next. What a character with maybe an item combo, playstyle, whatever. Just let me know what you guys want to see next. You know, I definitely will take some suggestions for some solo play-by-plays. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe and healthy as always. Peace out. Bye.